German, can you?
Yes.
Auf Wiedersehen. Danke. Schöne Hände.
Schöne Hände?
Right? Is
Beautiful
it
hands.
Juna? Oh no, the butt. How do you say schöne?
Oh, Arsch. Hintern.
Hinten.
Rachel, just say
Hinter.
your name and outlet for me.
I like that. Nice butt.
Rachel.
Rachel, Germany.
Dankeschön. Schön. Schön.
Dankeschön.
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 Yeah. Great performance. Zoe, you looked wonderful. You
Thank
kicked
you.
some ass also.
I did.
And you just did it like after 6 months after you just had your babies. How was that for you to come back like that?
It was harder, coming in, but once I was there, I just went with the flow. I had incredible support from my castmates and my director and the producers. They were so patient and willing to hear every little nuance that I would have to talk about, because that's all that I wanted to talk about, obviously. It was difficult. It was difficult dealing with the distance, but I'm very grateful that my husband and I started that early on, because we had to go back to work. That our sons are learning that there are duties, there are necessities that families must have that sometimes may separate them for long periods of time, but that they will always come together. And now they're 20 months and they're still acclimating to that of mommy not being here when I want her to be here. But I know that when they're older and they think back and it all makes sense, they have a deep appreciation of self because they saw their parents still fighting for their dreams.
Star Trek Beyond, a lot of diversity and unity is coming together. Zulu sexuality, for an example. So now, do you think it was time to bring something like that now? Do you think it's the right time to push that?
Sure. In a way, it was nice because in the movie assumes that Sulu wasn't in the closet, so it's just been there. And of course, as Star Trek has been pushing the envelope on diversity since its inception. Mm-hmm. So it feels a little remiss that there hasn't been a gay character in the Star Trek universe so far. So it was nice to see.
We have 50 years anniversary of Star Trek. So what is your own memory of how old were you when you first came in conjunction with Star Trek?
I was very young, and I heard it for the first time in Spanish, and you would always hear the music on the television. I grew up in the Caribbean, and Star Trek was a staple program in our family, from my great-grandparents to my grandparents and my mother. So I had a knowledge of it, but it wasn't a show that I followed until I played Uhura.
It was an impactful show for me primarily because when I was a kid, I didn't see anybody that looked like me, and then I turned on Star Trek, and there was George, and it was a real beacon for me. So that was my primary memory of Star Trek.